My student Dave just asked me about sus chords and what they are and how to play them on the guitar. Hi Dave, if you're watching, this is a recap for you, and I even go a few steps further here. If you're not Dave, then this is what you can expect. I'll show you how you turn all 5 open major chords into sus chords. They're short but beautiful musical applications throughout the video, and by the end you will not only know how to play sus chords but also enough music theory to answer a good few Trivial Pursuit questions on that topic. So let's go. The easiest to turn into a sus chord is D. You lift your middle finger and then it becomes D sus2. For a sus2 chord you still need your root note and your fifth, like for major minor chords. But instead of having your third here in the middle, you replace that with a major second interval or the second degree of the scale. That's why it's called sus2. So a D sus2 would be D, E, and A. But you can also add the little finger and make it a D sus4. One tip, leave the middle finger in place. Now for sus4 you still need your root note, you still need your fifth, but that third in the middle for major minor you replace with the perfect fourth interval with fourth degree of the scale. So D sus4 would be D, G, and A. Here's the application. You play your favorite strumming pattern twice. First time just on D major, and the second time halfway through you change to a sus chord. So let's say this is your strumming pattern. First time just on D, and then halfway through the second time I made it a sus4 chord and then back to major. G you can easily turn into a sus chord, but you need the right fingering for G. Ring finger top string 3rd fret, make it flat enough so that you mute that second string from the top. And then little finger 3rd fret again, but bottom string, this is your G. And when you add your index finger on the 1st fret B string, this is G sus4. Beautiful chord. G, B, and D make up a G major chord, and again we replaced that third in the middle with a perfect fourth interval so that B turned into a C, and what we got was a G sus4 chord. G sus2 is a bit trickier to do but sounds great too, so middle finger top string 3rd fret, make it flat enough again to mute that second string from the top, and then little finger 3rd fret bottom string, this is your G, and when you add your ring finger on the B string 3rd fret and your index finger on the G string 2nd fret, this is G sus2. Great chord. And it's worth going back and forth between the two because it's also a great finger exercise. Trade yourself. And for the application, play this rhythm. So what I do is I play a bass note. After G, the first G, bass note with my thumb. Then the chord, the bottom 3 strings with those 3 fingers. Then you do the click sound, which you do by hitting with your thumb and palm the low E string. Don't even hit it hard and don't press further down. Just hit it and then you get that click sound. And then you do the chord again. Then you switch to that sus chord here, do the same rhythm, and then back to G, and this back and forth. So this is E. And this is E sus4, so I add my little finger on the 2nd fret G string. As an application of that, I thought, why not play strumming again but explore dynamics. You can achieve different dynamics by either playing a bit harder or softer, this will make your sound louder or quieter, or by how many strings you play. So if you play all strings, it'll be louder. If you thin that out, if you play just a few, it'll be quieter. Check this out. For A, you lift the finger that you have on the B string. So this is A, and then I lift my ring finger, and this is A sus2. Or you add your little finger on the 3rd fret B string, and this is A sus4. The theory behind it is the same, so we replaced that third in the middle and made it a major second or a perfect fourth interval. For the application, I thought it would be cool to have chord and melody together, like so. Here's a close-up. There are options for C sus2 and C sus4 too. Have a look. So this is C, and for C sus2 you just can't lift a finger or add a finger, but you have to place it like so. but it sounds beautiful. And then for C sus4, you can actually add the little finger on the 3rd fret D string, but then you can only play up to the B string, because otherwise technically if you add that high E string, that wouldn't be a pure sus4 chord anymore. But it sounds beautiful, airy, floating, like all those other sus chords anyway. The application is a nice finger picking this time. If you need any help with your guitar playing, then check out highguitar.com, where you can get one-on-one lessons. I understand how frustrating it is to be enthusiastic about guitar playing but not know where to start or what to do next. And that's why every month I help dozens of people just like you to learn guitar quickly, and I'd love to do the same for you. If you're interested in chords, revisiting all open chords might be interesting for you. You might be missing something. Watch this next.